Hello students, let us now know about hardware software selection process. Implementation of hardware software selection process. When installing servers, storage devices, licensed software, but especially creating a physical environment, there should be space for the creating these things. So, suitable space with all furnishings. There is another option here. Either you can look by library can manage itself all this, or a third party agency like cloud computing. Both the options have advantages and disadvantages. Library maintaining the server, storage and database. If the third party manages, the libraries need not invest and be involved in the purchase and maintenance of servers, hardware, proprietary software, LIS management software, relational database management software, storage devices, backup, security, nothing need to be bothered. Libraries need not appoint computer, database and network experts exclusively for this library automation to maintain the equipment. Libraries need not create special physical storage space to protect server from environmental conditions. Libraries need only concentrate on data processing and daily routine matters and transactions. Libraries can focus more on data processing and these operations can be taken care very well. Disadvantages, our data will be with the vendor or third party agencies. So, unforeseen eventualities, libraries cannot get back the data. Though it appears more advantageous from the point of view of the libraries, they need to be highly cautious about backup maintenance both at both at the vendor and library spaces, including necessary clauses in the terms of agreement. For example, usually big libraries follow our sole software, which is given by Inflibnet. They are the persons who have produced this, who are responsible for sole software. Lipsys, VTLS are all United States, VTLS is United States product and they are all commercial softwares. New GenLib and eGranthalaya National Informatics Center, Koha are popular LIS free software. Software subscription should be based on the type of this library, needs and assessments and functional requirements. It should be functionally possible, such as all the sections acquisition, serial control, etc. should be possible, which are very complicated ones. Since school and local library, intermediate libraries, institution do not require them because their database is small and local and need not be networked. Institutions of higher education and research libraries need to be integrated with other operations and world catalogs. Data entry and standards and format. Newly automated library need to follow to the latest standards such as International Standard Bibliographic Description, ISO 2709, Mark 21 and Z39.50, which I have already talked about, client and client server protocol. Completely compiled LIS software for data processing work, which also supports other integrated operations including data exchange process. Data processing is the most important task of library automation. Priorities need to be fixed, which has to be taken first. So, either catalog or some other work, or we should do all the work without compromising any other library operations. Procurement and installations, obtaining quotations. We need to advertise for that and choose which software is better depending upon our needs and specifications. Comparing the quotation in terms of agreement and stipulated specifications, price quoted and other terms like service and warranty periods. The library committee conducts negotiation with the vendor and terms of contract. Yes, sales executive or from the vendor company or a team. Legal experts, those should represent both the library and the vendor, might be present in the team. However, library needs to educate them. We have to tell them also about the negotiation process and what is the negotiation process for and what for it is to be done. And everything should be recorded properly. Vendors should demonstrate their technical product with technical features, terms of supply, service and warranty conditions by giving the brochures etc. for reference and obtain legal opinion. We should look after all these terms and conditions and make a draft for legal opinion. Terms of contact. Terms of contact also should be very clear, explaining the responsibilities and obligations of both the library and the vendor. the vendor should be coordinating with the library, and feedback has to be taken from the staff and the users. Company executives or technical personnel to help in the modifications wherever it is necessary. They should provide complete documentation, system maintenance and upgrade in terms of agreement, site preparation, installation and reporting the status to verify the compatibility of the system and operations during the project, that is during the process of automation. Date and method of delivery, including milestones and specific penalties, they should be also penalized for delay. Guarantees of reliability, security and confidentiality should be there. Service of retrospective conversion service should help library staff while doing this library automation. They should learn automation should help the staff to learn the processes, and the vendor should be there by the side of different operations and configure, setup and delivering printouts, reports, etc. Monitoring the database as per the terms of contract, attending the queries whatever is raised by the staff, allowing any discounts that necessarily applies to the specific library. ILS providers and integrated library system providers should provide a list of features, processes, functionality specifically that their software can include. This list helps the libraries to evaluate the ILS before the selection of the specific product. After the selection process and placing order with the vendor, library staff at different levels, especially the supervisory level or heads of the section, should understand all the functionalities of the software to lead the sections and to explain to the other staff member and train them in the process. This orientation can be given before installation of hardware or software, at the beginning or immediately after. Data conversion. The usually data conversion methods followed in library automation are in the following table. We will see a short table now. Completely automating the system now conversion. We will just see this slide, that is completely converting the system. Totally if you convert the system of automation, that is existing will be replaced with a new. So, there is a risk because data can be lost. Partially converting the system is both the systems will be parallelly running, no risk, it does not require more staff, but additional amount, money is required. Finances. Phase-wise converting is need not meet the entire expenditure at a time. Phase-wise work can be done. Additional staff need not be there because sufficient staff will be enough. Whoever are there, they are there enough to do the daily operations. Priorities need to be fixed according to the budget and staff availability and user requirements. And very often approvals and meetings will be held for sanction of amount. Phase-wise automation requirements will be done. The pilot system program approach will be, large libraries have different collections, books on the shelf, books issued to students or faculty or bindery, and certain books are there which are not for issue, like reference collection, journals, theses and electronic and digital collections. The first and the foremost talk of data conversion is to fix the standards for bibliographic description and Mark 21 format to enter the data according to AACR, Anglo-American Cataloging Rules, and Z39.50 for data exchange. In library automation, it is required to transfer the records of data of existing collections from manual to the machine readable form and from new acquisitions with direct computerization. The first process, which is existing collection to the new automated function, is called retro conversion, old data. The cutoff date has to be fixed for retro conversion, that is from which date and which year can be fixed for the books to be automated first, like April 1st, 2025 or like that, some other date, anything. So, we can see that which books has to be given priority, whether on shelf books will be given priority, outgoing issued books will be given priority. If it is given priority, it will be entered with limited fields, and other details can be filled after they return to library. Data entry for books in bindery can be taken up with the help of book cards or with limited fields, and complete details can be entered when it is returned to the library or from the shelf list or from the accession register. Both can be done simultaneously.